Do you realize how much money we've lost in the past 1 year? कैसा business है and we are losing money.
जो कि उन एक्सपेरिमेंट्स की वजह से ही आज हम यहाँ पे हैं.
एजेंसी लैंडस्केप तो अपने को पता ही है, एआई ने बदल दिया है. सो वी आर गेटिंग लेस बिजनेस. आई थिंक आवर बिलिंग शुड हैव बीन हायर बाय नाउ, बट वो कर्व ऊपर नहीं जा रहा, हमारी सैलरीज ऊपर जाई जा रही हैं. जितना भी हम पैसा बना रहे हैं,
हेड काउंट रिड्यूस करना
हाँ,
है,
सीधा आधे लोगों को हटा दें.
सिंपल है तो काफी.
हाँ, मतलब
रॉकेट साइंस तो कुछ नहीं है.
सही बात है, रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है, बट इसका इम्पैक्ट तो लोगों पे पड़ रहा है ना. दे बिलीव इन अस, वी हैव टू एटलीस्ट ट्राई कि हम पिवट कर सकें टू शो देम द राइट डायरेक्शन.
क्या करना चाहते हो? कोई नया आइडिया भी है?
When AI started changing the world and when the agency model started changing, I think that's when the real shift started happening. So that's when we decided to document this entire journey all the way from 2024 till right about now. There were a lot of financial struggles we went through because the business was changing and the world around us was changing. If you're an agency owner and you're struggling on how to make a pivot, this series will be very helpful because it shows a very unfiltered version of what went behind the scenes at SimplePlan in these past 2 years. So there are 3 of us. I'm the execution head. I generally am responsible for the pivots and the different directions that this agency takes. Then there's Amrutosh, who's the tech lead. So he's the brain behind any tech advancements that we do. With AI now coming into the picture, he has to take an active role so that we become AI first. Then there is Rahul, who basically takes care of the money part. He heads the business and marketing teams. All the money that comes in, how much money we have left, how are we going to survive is basically his responsibility. So we were trying a lot of different ideas, but we finally decided to bank upon 4 core ideas that we were pouring a lot of money into.
If there ever was the right time to get into products, I think it's now. And if we don't do it now, it's now or never.
Right now, I have few things like अगर हम लोगों को marketing side पे थोड़ा reduce करना है efforts and सारे क्या investment वगैरह, तो we should go with the like mini SaaS या mini plugin or app kind of things. That kind of app जहाँ पे हमारे पास customer और client को ढूंढने की need ना. एक बार मैं देखता हूँ, I will come up with few options कि हम क्या क्या कर सकते हैं with pros and cons. Then we can decide that.
एक हफ्ता ले लो,
हो जाएगा एक हफ्ता.
थोड़ा सा आइडियाज निकाल के लो, फिर एक बार डिस्कस कर लेते हैं.
While we were starting the product pivot, we had already spent 3-4 months into the real estate ideas that we had already. So we had already executed very successful campaigns with the entire photography, the videography, ad campaigns, and we had actually sold a lot of properties in and around Delhi NCR. The only thing that was left was the commissions that had to come. But yeah, it didn't go according to plan.
मतलब it's been 2 months कि we are following up with them. लग नहीं रहा है मुझे, मतलब.
बट ऐसे कैसे नहीं देंगे भाई, हमने 2-3 महीने से मेहनत कर रहे हैं, अपनी जेब से पैसे लगा रहे हैं. ये लोग रात रात भर उठे हुए हैं, 7 दिन काम कर रहे हैं. समझ नहीं आ रहा ऐसे कैसे हो सकता.
भाई I don't know, मतलब तभी we work on upfront payments कि we are not stuck in these situations.
But we were supposed to be incentivized for it, no? That's why. पता नहीं.
मतलब you knew them. तो
मतलब I knew the person, but payment तो निकल, ऐसे कौन करता है.
मतलब on that faith only we work, no? नहीं, वो they
टाल
always
रहे
say कि अभी आएगा, but I don't think they intend to pay us.
25 लाख रुपए थे भाई.
Yeah, that took a lot of heavy toll on me at that point of time because it was originally my idea. I brought that connection into the picture and we even delivered the results. The team did everything that was asked of them. I think that increased a lot of pressure because Rahul had already started to be alarmed by that stage. Parallelly, we had already started talking products with Amritosh, so he was ready with his ideas.
First is like bundle thing. Like bundle is like conversion making app which can like grow your AOV.
सबको चाहिए भी होता है बंडल
ROI and
ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल ऐप्स तो होंगी ना.
हाँ मतलब ये मेरा भी यही कंसर्न था, ये तो बहुत पॉपुलर कैटेगरी है, इसमें तो एप्स होंगी ऑलरेडी.
मैंने फीचर्स देखे थे बट देयर इज लाइक नो ऐप जो सारे फीचर्स प्रोवाइड करती हो एंड इन डेप्थ कस्टमाइजेशन ऑफर करती हो. सेकंड इज विश लिस्ट.
ये तो हर स्टोर पे होती है यार, ये तो सबके पास है विश लिस्ट ऐप.
डिफॉल्ट नहीं होती.
नहीं डिफॉल्ट.
ये डिफॉल्ट नहीं होती बट अगेन दिस विल बी लाइक ए बेस फीचर जहाँ पे हम विश लिस्ट ऑफर करेंगे. विश लिस्ट भी हम बेटर वे में दे सकते हैं. लाइक वी कैन ऑफर सम काइंड ऑफ इंटीग्रेशन फॉर द अलर्ट्स, सम काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स जहाँ पे आप शेयर कर सकते हो विश लिस्ट अपनी.
और बताओ.
थर्ड इज लाइक सब्सक्रिप्शन थिंग जो कि आपका रिकरिंग रेवेन्यू देता है.
यार ये दोनों जो है बंडल और विश लिस्ट तो हो गई बहुत ब्रॉड ऐप, हर स्टोर को चाहिए ये. अगर इसको ब्रॉड जा रहे हो तो इसमें डिफरेंशिएशन बेसिकली सही बनानी पड़ेगी, तभी फायदा इनमें जाने का. आई थिंक ऑफ ऑल द आइडियाज दैट वर प्रेजेंटेड I was pretty much sold that bundling would be the right option for us. Every store in the world wants to increase their average order value, and for that, bundling is the most famous solution. The gap that Amritosh was talking about in the market, I was very surprised by it, because if we can conquer that gap, then this would be a great big business. मतलब this would be bigger than Simple Plan in itself.
मतलब यहाँ पे ऐप्स हैं क्या?
अगर हम की बात करें एंड आई ऑल्सो हैव रिव्यूड द तो इन दोनों डिफरेंट बंडल ऑफर करते हैं. तो दोनों का मार्केट अलग अलग भी है, राइट? तो द फर्स्ट थिंग वी आर गोइंग टू सॉल्व विथ आवर ऐप कि वी आर गोइंग टू ऑफर कंप्लीट सोल्यूशन.
बट हाउ विल पीपल फाइंड अस?
तो पहले तो हम अपने क्लाइंट से यूज करवाएंगे ना. सो इफ दे लाइक द प्रोडक्ट then of course they'll continue to use it. So we already have a batch of people who can validate this.
मतलब आई एम नॉट फुली सोल्ड ऑन दिस.
एक MVP बनाने देते हैं और आप कह रहे हो कि एग्जिस्टिंग वर्क के साथ कैसे कोप करोगे, वो रात में काम कर रहे हो आप.
वो हम लोग मैनेज कर लेंगे.
तो एक बार MVP बना लो फिर सोच लेते हैं.
as long as money is not being invested, like sure, why not? मतलब क्या बंडल ऐप बना लो यार, इतना कंपटीशन है मार्केट में. I don't think these guys are even thinking. We're just going to waste more money doing these random experiments.
So essentially an MVP is a minimum viable product. Without spending 6 months and building this entire thing, a complete frictionless bundling app, what we can do is we can spend a month and just build the most important features that can validate if this gap that Amritosh sees is also there in the market. And we ended up saving a lot of time, which is these 5 months, and a lot of money that would have gone. And what we get is validation. Once you get validation, then you have more confidence. Okay, this is something that people want. In the MVP version, we were providing fixed bundle, which is also called standard combo bundle. The second feature that we were providing in the MVP was infinite bundles. When you're working on Shopify natively, you cannot have unlimited options to create a bundle. This was our proposition in the MVP version. Once users validate this, then we can expand it into a lot more bundles. And people who have launched MVPs, they know this. The initial few weeks, they are very slow. So we first started recommending it to our clients, people we know, so that we can understand if the app is even useful. Each and every client, we were installing Bundle Suite into their stores. We were getting their feedback. With each feedback, we were iterating. We were making the app better, which is how we were getting a lot of feedback, which is very important when you're building an MVP, because the worst case when you launch an MVP is you get no feedback. That's the worst case.
मतलब कर रहे हैं कोशिश, क्लाइंटों को भर रहे हैं अभी तो.
कितने हो गए?
10.
माय गॉड, ये तो काफी हेवी नंबर है यार.
सर टाइम तो देना पड़ेगा ना.
मेरे को लग रहा है मिलियनेयर बन जाएंगे इस साल के एंड तक. है
अरे यार अभी तो शुरू हुआ है ना, अभी तो पहले कस्टमर्स वैलिडेट कर रहे हैं.
4 महीने निकल गए.
हाँ लेकिन 3 महीने तो डेवलपमेंट में ही चले गए ना.
और कितना टाइम लगेगा?
मतलब अभी तो देने पड़ेंगे 6 महीने इसमें.
तो फिर कैसे करना है पैसों को?
I know we were getting a lot of pressure, and maybe Rahul felt otherwise, that okay, this is going slow, but The real difference this time was people were at least talking to us. We kept on talking to people, we kept on interacting, we kept on iterating, and we kept on customizing the app to their requirements. We basically leveraged our expertise because we are a service-based business. So it wasn't a product anymore. For the initial MVP version, it was a service business because anyone who was installing our app, we were customizing this app to their store. So that's how we reached to the first 100 customers.
MVP तो हमने बना लिया है and I am pretending that everything is fine in front of everyone, that this is a great win. But असलियत तो मेरे को पता है, MVP तो कोई भी बना लेता है. The real purpose of this entire experiment was us making more money and we are nowhere close to that. अब वो डिफ़िकल्ट कॉन्वर्सेशन मेरे को करनी पड़ेगी राहुल के साथ बिकॉज पैसे अब इसमें अब एक्चुअल में ज़्यादा लगेंगे बिकॉज नाउ अमृतोष इज गोइंग टू आस्क फॉर अ प्रॉपर टीम टू बिल्ड दिस.